It's crazy out here, man. It's crazy out here, man. It's beyond me. You know what I'm saying? Beyond me, man. Make sure you gotta have the essentials, man. You know what I'm saying? Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Look, man, these places is running out of supplies. You know, the NBA shut it down. This is kind of wild. It's kind of wild now. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what up? What up? What up? You know what I mean? A lot of people I feel like took what was happening as a joke. You know what I mean? But we're gonna talk about some ways that we can stay safe. Grunge, what up? What up? We're gonna talk Eagle Eye, what's up? Banks, what up, man? What up? We're gonna talk about some ways you can stay safe. We're gonna talk about, the proper precautionary measures. NBA shutting it down. It's been confirmed that Rudy Gobert had it last night. I think about an hour ago they said Donovan Mitchell had it. You talking about two cornerstones of a, you know what I mean? What's up, y'all? Good morning, everybody. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep one of these in the whip. I'm running a little low. You know what I mean? And it's hard to come by now. This hand sanitizer, man. This stuff, it's hard to come by right now, man. It's hard to come by. This hand sanitizer and this, these Lysol products, stuff like that. I was early in the game. I keep bleaching stuff like that, around anyway. But I was early in the game. I had my Lysol on deck. You know what I mean? I got a 3-year-old, so I got to make sure everything is wiped down. You know what I mean? Big Jeff, man, appreciate you, bruh. Appreciate you, bruh. Keep holding it down, man. All my classes shut down because of this. This thing is no joke. No, it's not a joke at all. It's not a joke at all. It's not a joking matter. You know what I mean? This is a very serious thing. You know what I mean? You can make your own. Yeah, you can make your own, but the supplies that make your own hand sanitizer are running short. They running thin. You need 90% rubbing alcohol. A lot of stuff to make your own hand sanitizer. You know what I mean? If you could get some of those orange bars of the Dial soap, the antibacterial soap, keep those on deck. I'm not, I haven't been showering with my usual body wash and stuff like that. It's been all antibacterial soap. You know what I mean? You just gotta take the measures, man. First of all, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to. It don't seem like a thing to where if you get it, you done. You know what I'm saying? The reported deaths that I'm seeing from this quote unquote coronavirus situation are elderly people and people that already got a pre-existing condition. People that already got a weakened immune system. So you know what I mean? But you still got to do your part to help the spread of something like this. Colleges are being shut down. A lot of things are being shut down. Hey, Hayes, what up? Thank you for the donation, bro. Early dismissal on Monday and Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things are being shut down. It's only a matter of time before something in the United States will quarantine. And when things start going into quarantine and stuff like that, a state of emergencies, that's when people start. Let me break down to you guys like what happens when a state goes into a state of emergency, because a lot of people don't really know that. First and foremost, it's just another version of the flu. All you need to do is wash your hands and start clean. But we got nasty people in this world. I mean, you could look at it as another version of a flu, but you gotta, I'm a person of research. This is the first video I made about this because I actually looked up what was actually happening. Now, when the flu first broke out maybe 100 years ago or something like that. When the flu first hit on the scene, the flu was wiping shit out because nobody didn't know how to deal with the flu. So that changed the scope on how everybody deals with stuff like that. When you get the flu vaccine every year, I don't take the flu vaccine, but when you take this flu vaccine every year, the same one as the previous year. It's not the same one as the previous year. You know what I'm saying? And washing your hands is better than hand sanitizer. I just want to throw that out there. It's not the same vaccine as the previous year because these things mutate. Now they're already saying the coronavirus is already mutated. You know what I mean? But they got to catch it. They got to catch the latest version, find a cure for the latest version, and that should help you with what's going on. People have been nasty for as long as time. How many times you been in a public bathroom and see that one dude not wash his hands and grab all over the door handle? Yeah, people are, people are nasty, man. But at the same time, you got to do what you got to do to make sure that, you keeping yourself a clean environment. You know what I mean? You just got to do what you got to do. The masks don't help. The little paper masks don't help nobody. You know what I mean? It is what it is. The coronavirus is worse than the flu. I don't know. I think as of now, the flu kills more people. I don't know why everyone is worried about the coronavirus. When people walk walk about with STDs and don't wash their hands. But see, Miss Stovall, this is between the STD. You have to literally transmit it through sex to give somebody else that STD. You can pick and choose who you want to have sex with. You can't pick and choose who decides to cough on a train. You know what I mean? This is the type of virus that can get in the pores of your eyes. You could breathe it in, and then you know you just as good as done. I'm pretty sure that, Donovan Mitchell didn't have sex with Rudy Gobert. That's not how he got it. But him and Rudy Gobert do share the same, changing room. You know what I mean? The coronavirus mostly affects older people with weak immune system. That's a fact. It's still something that I don't want. What's going on, DH Eagle? But just in short, you know what I'm saying? The NBA shut down, so what I'm going to do is, I know people ain't going to be out and about moving around how they usually move around until this stuff clear up. So I'm going to pump out the content double time, man. We all got to make sure that we doing what we got to do to remain engaged in what got to happen. You know what I mean? It sucks that this is happening to the NBA. What's good, DH? It sucks this is happening to the NBA, but hopefully this is cleared up before football season, and you know what I mean. We could get on with our regularly scheduled programming for football season. At least now I can get more time to pop out more content. You know what I mean? Stay healthy, man. Stay healthy, man. Hand sanitizer, lights off. If you got small kids, make sure you spraying down and wiping down their areas, because this is the thing. You can't control what everybody in the world comes in contact with. You only can control your areas. So if everybody is sanitizing their areas, then you shouldn't have to worry about no germs anyway. You know what I mean? And this is a bad time for something like this to be happening, because you don't know if somebody just got sinuses bothering them because of the flowers that's blooming, or if it's something else. King Leaf, what up, man? Get his merch. He's one of the best at what he does. I respect that, King Leaf. And shout out to everybody that been grabbing this merch, man. You know what I mean? The merch is flying, man. Merch flying high. You know what I'm saying? The merch so backed up at I'm waiting for pieces of my own merch. A lot of scouting teams not going to pro day because of the virus. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. So a lot of these scouting teams not going to pro day because of the virus. So you know what that's going to turn into, right? That's going to initially then turn into a lot of these guys looking to YouTube content creators, trying to see what we see when we think a guy is special. You know what I mean? Because they can get a close-up look and they can make a determination. But we don't always get the pleasure of getting that close-up look. So they got to use our methods now. I was going to get into that. They just canceled the SCC, AAC, and the big tournament games. A lot of stuff going to cancel. He's in the car and you believe it's airbow. I don't know what you mean. It's killing the stock market, my 401k and stock investments. Yeah, it's definitely touching the stock market, man. This virus might push back the NFL in September. I don't think it's going to go towards the end of the summer. Viruses and stuff like that usually don't last during out the summer. That's why the flu got a season. I don't think it's going to go that deep and that far. They said that they are playing the March Madness with no one in the seats. Yeah, they got to play the March Madness with nobody in the seats, I guess. It's not airborne. That's the first I heard that one, Miss Stovall. You know what I'm saying? I heard it was airborne. We're dealing with a world epidemic. I mean, I don't know. It could be a little overreacting, but I tell you what, man. I tell you what. We've already been trained to overreact. You see the movies that come out and stuff like that that lead up to stuff like this. If the president goes on TV, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, because I rock with y'all. Just get your supplies. It goes beyond water and paper towel and stuff like that. Make sure you got food in the freezer. Make sure you got meat you could freeze, unthaw, and cook. Make sure you got like a month's worth of food to where you don't have to leave the house, because a state of emergency basically means that, guys, that's okay. So this cost me like $1.19. I think I got some of these from the dollar store a while ago before this even happened, and I'm still I'm still using them more frequently now, obviously. You know what I mean? A state of emergency states that guys can't up the price on things like this. Now this was $1.19 before this happened. A state of emergency states that it has to stay the same price, because it's a product that people are going to need for stuff like this. You know what I mean? People can't just make these $16 now. You know what I mean? They got to be fair to everybody. I already saw small changes in places like Costco. The actual virus is simple a flare up of respiratory illness. The actual virus is a A simple flare up of the respiratory illness. So the virus is basically a respiratory infection. Yes, makes sense. Should we trade up for CD Lamb or Judy using our newly acquired picks? Um, if I'm trading up, I'm trading up for Ruggs. If I'm trading up, I'm trading up for Ruggs. I'm not trading up for I'm actually not that big on CD Lamb. I'm not that bad. I'm not that big on CD Lamb. I'll tell you why, man. CD Lamb just don't. I don't know. I'm just not that big on the dude, man. I'm not that big on CD Lamb. I don't think a lot of the stuff that CD Lamb was getting away with in college is a lot of broken tackles and a lot of shiftiness and a lot of wiggling. It's way better tacklers in the NFL. Dudes miss tackles in the NFL, but CD Lamb, you know, he gonna be tackled a lot. It's basically a more severe pneumonia. Yeah, a respiratory is I thought pneumonia was worse than that. Get vitamin D3 to help boost your immune system. Definitely some vitamin D will definitely help boost your immune system for sure. It'll definitely help boost your immune system. Hayes, man, thank you for the donation, bro. Israelites are immune to the virus. I don't know about that. I don't know of no human being that's immune to the virus. I don't know about that. But I think the NBA did the right thing, man, because you got a lot of these athletes in the NBA, especially from other places. They travel a lot. They come back and forth. If they got a 4-day break, they might go home. You know what I mean? Some of these guys went home for the All-Star break. You know what I mean? I think the NBA did the right thing, man, and they starting to test a lot of people. But and the test just gonna prove that I'm pretty sure at this point somebody already had it and it just passed. You know what I mean? You can get over respiratory infection without a respiratory inflammation. You can get over stuff like that sometimes without medicine, man, depending on how strong the system is. You know what I mean? I rarely go to the doctor. If I got like the sniffles or something, I'm gonna drink some hot tea, man. I'm gonna rock out. You know what I mean? But in times like this, man, you just need to make sure you're doing what you gotta do. I mean, you gotta make sure you're doing what you gotta do. How do I feel about Tom Hanks getting the virus? I mean, that's sad. You know what I mean? I mean, he was in Australia. He got the virus. You know what I mean? I'm sure he'll heal. He's Tom Hanks. He got money. I had to beg to get tested here in Tampa. I had some respiratory infection. Yeah. If you look at the back of Lysol bottle, you can see that the coronavirus is on the back. This is not a new virus. It's just a new strand. Exactly. On the back of the Lysol spray bottles and a lot of the Lysol products, it says that it will kill the coronavirus. This is just a new strand, like you said. What is this? The 19 C Void 19 or something like that? And it's summer in Australia. That's a good point. How the keto going for you, bro? I see you back on it. The keto icy, man. The keto's going good. I'm just trying to stay, I'm just trying to stay focused on that, man. Drinking my water, doing stuff like that, man. You know what I mean? I'm really getting ready for this free agency, man. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, man. You know what I mean? Me and Philly 500 draft board is doing really well. We getting great responses, man. You know what I mean? And we just gonna keep on pushing, man. I'm gonna keep on pushing, pumping the content out, and doing what I gotta do. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Y'all don't know how bad I want this 10,000, bro. What up? Y'all don't know how bad I want this 10,000. I want this 10,000. Unfortunately, the virus saved Brett's job. I want this 10,000. Like I don't know. I want this 10,000 more than I wanted the first 1,000 that I got. You know what I mean? I want this bad. I want this bad. Yeah, I want this 10,000 bad. Once you get 10,000 subs on YouTube, open up a whole new ball game. You know what I mean? Bro, they about to suspend the free agency and the NFL draft. They're not going to suspend the free agency. Free agency is no physical contact. It's a phone call. You've been traded. Okay. Now I can see them suspending the draft or people going to the draft. But I think by mid-April, at the latest, I think this thing will be all cleared up. I think this will be cleared up by mid-April. You know what I mean? I think this will be cleared up by mid-April. I don't want no Cowboys at all. You know what I mean? I've talked about not having Byron Jones on this team at all. I've been very vocal about it. I don't want no Byron Jones, man. I'm liking Chase Claypool more and more. Yeah, Philly 500 put me on him, man. International traveling hub. I am ready for the coronavirus crap to be over already. Supposedly the virus is going to affect a third of the country. They could do the draft via Skype, not that serious. Yeah, I mean, the draft is still going to go on. Now, it's interesting, though, about the NBA. Let's get back to that. With the NBA just deciding to, stop the season right now in the middle of the season, where do they resume this season? Is this season just over? Where do you resume the season from? I mean, you can't just sit here and say, well, the seeds that are the top 8 seeds for both conference, the playoffs are going to start. You just can't do it that way because you got some teams that were jockeying for position who could have potentially caught somebody. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how they're going to do that, man. I don't know how they're going to do that. When it resumes, does it resume back from the schedule? I don't know. Undisputed and First Take gonna have to start talking about hockey. Yeah, they never do that. Next year, it's like the season didn't happen. That's crazy. Lord Brunson was good. Billy 500, get with you about my idea for the draft. Nah, I ain't hear nothing. I ain't hear nothing from 500 about that. Shoot it to me though. We could talk about it. I was in Vegas last week with what NFL had planned. It ain't going down 100%. Yeah. Did I hear about Dak New Deal? I heard about Dak New Deal. I heard Dak turned down some money. I heard they're gonna offer Dak something else again, and I heard if Dak don't take it, they're gonna end up franchise tagging him. I heard a rumor of a counter offer from Dak, where they were talking about I think it was a 4-year deal where he's getting $40 million a year. I heard something like of a counter offer from his agent. I don't know what's up with Dak Prescott. I don't know what. They ain't got nothing to do with me. Man, thanks for the donation, bruh. Appreciate that. I don't know how you don't have no wrench, but take that. You know what I mean? I'm not really worried about Dak deal. I don't know what Dak gonna do. I hope he get all the money that he want, cause Dak ain't winning the division next year. You know what I mean? They know what Dak can do and what Dak can't do. Do you still have Alshon or is he a free agent? Alshon is under contract. He's not getting released. Alshon getting traded. Sixers need to take the opportunity to move on from Brett Brown. It could be looked at like that. I don't think it's going to happen. I got you, Christian. You know what I'm saying? But I got a real good video planned for you guys later. We're gonna talk about one of my new sponsors and all of that stuff, man. We're gonna get into it. We're really gonna get into it. And this new sponsor is gonna benefit all the men with beards, man, who watch my channel, man. This new sponsor is definitely gonna benefit all you guys. And we really we're gonna talk about that. As long as my guy Lamar Jackson is safe from the virus, I'm all good. What do you think about the Eagles trading with the Bucks for the 14th pick to draft Lamb? I think that's a good move to trade with the Bucks, because with this wide receiver heavy draft, that's probably the last thing that the Bucks need is a wide receiver. So I can understand the Eagles trading with the Bucks. Now, trade with the Bucks if you want to switch spots. The Bucks can have the 21st pick. The Philadelphia Eagles can have the 14th pick. We probably gonna have to give up something else too. We're gonna have to give up one of them thirds, one of them fourths, or something like that. We're gonna have to give them something. We're gonna have to give it something. Give them something. You know what I mean? I was even in a couple of videos ago, I was talking about even trading back. I think that won't be like a bad idea. Need to draft for dangerous safety. Yeah, I got one on the draft board from Maryland. You already know. Did you know Coach Doug Peterson wrote a book? Yeah, that was a minute ago. Would I take a chance on trading for Odell? Nah. Would you move Ertz to the Browns for the 10? No. No. Zach Ertz is the only tight end in the NFL that led his team in receiving yards for the last 4 years, 4 consecutive years. Zach Ertz is the best tight end in the game. The best tight end in the game. I don't care what nobody say. We had a wide receiver issue for years. Zach Ertz has been sturdy. Other guys can't be counted on like how Zach is counted on. Do you think Deshaun can stay healthy next season? I think Deshaun Jackson is actually going to play 14 to 16 games next season. I think if Deshaun Jackson is missing a game, it's for rest. It's for rest. I think Deshaun is going to stay pretty healthy. Yeah, Gobert was bugging for that. But official video coming later, man. We're gonna chop it up. Little breast and back. If you have not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. I can't say subscribe enough at this point. I want that 10K, man. I think I'm like 140 subs away. I want that 10K, man. I want that 10K, man. When I get the 10K, man, I'm giving away merch. I'm doing it big. I'm traveling to people, putting them on the channel because I couldn't have got that 10K without y'all, man. Make sure you like, make sure you sub, make sure you do all the stuff all the YouTubers say, man. Damn, I just got on. Rugro, what up? Trade up for CD Lamb. It could be done. You ain't really missing nothing, man. We just talking about, the NFL shutting stuff down. We talked about, hopefully that this don't carry on into the NFL season. You know what I mean? We just talked about a little bit about this coronavirus thing. I just feel like, with this platform we built here, it's only right we talk about some real stuff from time to time on how to take care of yourself and stuff like that. So, but we're gonna get to the regularly scheduled program this afternoon with an official video. Hope that video I made for you, LB, helps you get to 10K. What video you made for me? Don't forget to wash your hands. Yeah, this too. I'm trying to tell you, the hand sanitizer is it's an old trick in the book. But nothing is better than washing your hands, man. Nothing is better than washing your hands. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, bro. Nothing is better than washing your hands. So make sure you wash your hands. See, I'm not an old school dude, but I learned the ropes from some real ones. You know what I'm saying? This is what my dad always told me. My dad told me to wash your hands before and after you come out of the bathroom. Before you touch yourself to go pee, wash your hands. And then you do it again when you done. That's real OG mechanics right there. So when you touching yourself, when you touching the precious staff, you doing it with clean hands. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta go. You just gotta do what you gotta do. And I make sure my daughter wash her hands all the time because I got some light color stuff in my living room, and I be when my daughter get done eating, the first thing she do, want to be touching stuff. Come on now, wash them hands. Wash them hands. She want to climb in my bed, barbecue sauce on her hands. No, go wash them hands. You know what I mean? So that's already embedded in my daughter. My daughter know. My daughter know the steps of going to the potty. You just gotta, you know what I mean? This way in Louisiana, LB, this too real. I feel you, man. For the coronavirus, you can't stop living life because of this virus. No, you can't stop living life at all. You can't. You can't stop living life at all. Go into a battlefield without a bulletproof vest. You still got, you know what I mean? You got to just take the proper, you know what I'm saying? Who should Carson's backup be? Whoever. It don't matter because he's playing 16 games. I could be his backup. I ain't going to see the field. That boy healthy. You know what I mean? How are we not going to stop living life when they shutting everything down? That was real. What's your ideal lineup at wide receiver for the Philadelphia Eagles? This is my ideal lineup. My ideal lineup is Deshaun Jackson, and in no particular situation, Henry Ruggs, Emmanuel Sanders, and my fourth wide receiver will be Arcega-Whiteside. I want Emmanuel Sanders in free agency. If you can give me Ruggs, D-Jax, Emmanuel Sanders, Arcega-Whiteside, with Zach Ertz and Dallas Goedert, best receiving core in the league. Greg Ward, okay, Greg Ward gonna stay on the team for sure. You know what I mean? A Marine and the sailor are taking a piss. The Marine goes to leave without washing up. Sailor says, in the Navy, they teach us to wash our hands. The Marine turns to him and says, in the Marines, they teach us not to piss on our hands. That was a good one. All right, y'all, but I'm gonna keep it icy, man. I'm gonna slide out, man. Official video coming later, man. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't already subscribed, make sure you do that. I cannot say it enough. When I get to this 10K, I might buy a hazmat suit and run through a brothel with a bottle of vodka. I need this 10K. Do you like LaShawn McCoy? Do you think LaShawn McCoy should be back in Philly? No, I don't. Don't do it. uh, all right, y'all. I'm sliding, man. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you. You already know. What up?